Oh, hello. I didn't expect you so soon. Let me just put my wand away and put my ogham away. This wand, I'll tell you a little bit about before I put it away. It's the first wand that I created. It has a very old crystal. It has a lot of lore and a lot of wisdom contained in it. It's wrapped in silver with turquoise and smaller crystals embellishing it. It's made of apple wood. It has the sign of the Triskau. Underneath there's a small compartment that holds Celtic resins. I've inscribed it with the name following the body of a snake of Merlin, one of the great magicians of the Celtic world. The bottom is the symbol of Danu, who, as you know, I worship as the Most High, the Mother, the Great Mother. I keep it wrapped in this white cloth. Do not allow the sun to touch it directly. It's a wand of healing and of drawing power. I encourage you to make your wand. It can be a wand made from a stick that you harvest, a twig that you harvest. Always ask permission. Or it can be one that you found on the road. Perhaps it found you. Place it over here in my magic chest. Next thing is the ogham. These are made from hardwood. They have symbols, 20 trees. Maybe at the end of today's story we'll pull one of these and we'll see what it has to say for us. I keep them in this small cauldron. Has the 3 legs representing the triple goddess. It's a handy veil. So we'll put this aside. The music that you hear on the background is from the Sacred Earth drums. David and Steve Gordon. It's a very, I highly recommend that you get a copy of your own. I purchased my copy at Barnes & Noble, CD Baby, Yahoo, eBay. You know the places that are near you and that you like to shop. But I highly recommend this. These are great drums for meditation or for background, such as we'll use today as we tell the story of the rainbow. But get yourself a copy and support these wonderful artists. Got my storytelling hat on. So settle down and let me tell you a story. Once upon a time, the colors of the world started to quarrel. Each of them claimed that they were the very best, the most important, the most useful, the favorite. Green started it off by saying clearly, I am the most important. I am the sign of life, of hope. I was chosen for the grass, for the leaves, for the trees. And without me, all animals would die. Look out over the countryside, and you will see that is I, green, that it meant the majority. Blue interrupted. You only think about the earth. Consider the sky and the seas. It is the water that is the basis for all life. And when drawn up to the clouds from the deep sea, the sky gives space. The sky gives peace, serenity. And without my peace, the peace of blue, you would all be nothing. Yellow chuckled. You are all so serious. I bring laughter, gaiety, warmth to the world. The sun, it is yellow. The moon, it is yellow. The stars, they are yellow. Every time you look at a sunflower, the whole world starts to smile. Without me, there would be no fun. Orange started next to blow her temper. I am the color of health, of strength. I may be scarce, but I am precious, for I serve the needs of humankind. I carry the most important vitamins. Think of carrots, pumpkins, oranges, of mangoes, of pawpaws. I don't hang around all the time, but when I fill the sky at sunrise, or when I fill the sky at sunset, my beauty is so awesome that no one gives a thought to any of the rest of it. Red could stand it no longer. He shouted out, I am the ruler of all of you. I am blood, life, blood. I am the color of danger. I am the color of bravery. I am willing to fight for a cause. I bring fire to the blood. I am the color of passion and love, the color of the red rose, and the poppy, and the poinsettia. Without me, the earth would be as empty as the moon. Then purple rose up to his full height, and he was very tall, and he spoke with great pomp. I am the color of royalty, power. Kings, chiefs, bishops, they have all chosen me, for I am a sign of authority and wisdom. People do not question me. They obey. Finally, Indigo spoke, much more quietly than all the others, but with this just as much determination. Think of me. I am the color of silence. You hardly notice me, but without me, you all become superficial. I represent thought, reflection, twilight, and deep, deep water. You need me for balance, for contrast, for prayer, and for inner peace. peace. And so all of the colors went on boasting and quarreling, each convinced of their own superiority. And soon the quarreling became louder and louder, and suddenly there was a startling flash of light. A bright lightning. Thunder rolled and boomed. Rain started to pour down relentlessly. The colors all crouched down in fear. They drew close to one another to give each other comfort. And in the midst of all that clamor, Rain began to speak. You foolish colors, fighting amongst yourselves, each trying to dominate the other. Don't you know that you are each made for a specific, special purpose? Each of you are unique, and each of you are different. Join hands with one another and come to me. Doing as they were told, the colors united and joined hands. And the rain continued. From now on, when it rains, each of you shall stretch across the sky in a great bow of colors, as a reminder that you can all live in peace. The rainbow is a sign of hope for tomorrow. And so whenever a good rain washes the world, a rainbow appears in the sky, serving as a remembrance for each of us to appreciate one another. So mote it be. It's a very good story. So when you go to school, or you go down to the shopping mall, or you go to the play yard, and you see boys, and you see girls, and you see brown people, and black people, and red people, and yellow people, and white people, remember that. Each of us is very special, very unique, and we can learn to appreciate one another and live in peace. So, now let's draw one of the tree alphabet, one of the ogham. An old wood stone. We'll just pull one out of here. Ah, there's the one. I could feel its energy calling me. Okay, you notice how I've got a line on the bottom, and so these are facing the right. Woodstone's going to get one of his favorite books at this time. It's a wonderful book that I was able to find. I don't know if it's being published still, but it's called Omens, Oghams, Oracles, and it's by Richard Webster. And I really recommend, if you become interested in the ogham as Woodstone is, that you pick up a copy of this. But now let's turn to the page, and what we have here is holly. That's what the symbol is, holly. The key word for holly is balance. Holly was one of the sacred trees to the Druids, along with the oak, the birch, and the ash was holly. It was very highly thought of, because holly is one of the few trees that during the height of winter remained green. and that made it very special indeed. Oh, sure, there was the spruces and the firs and the pines and those kinds of things, but holly had a leaf and had berries, bright red berries, and so it became very special. And let me just read a very brief section of this. The holly has foliage, as we just talked about, all year long. In the summer it is soft, but in the winter, when there is a shortage of greenery, the leaves harden and spines, little pokey things, appear. Holly is the holy tree of Christianity, as its thorns are symbols for the crown of thorns worn by their God Jesus. Traditionally, holly is planted close to houses to protect them from lightning and thunder. So it's a tree of protection as well as balance. Tyne, that's the Celtic word for holly, relates to balance, fair play, and a right in overcoming wrong. Isn't it interesting that we pulled that in light of the story that we just read about appreciating one another in the diversity and the rainbow of colors? So it's balance and fair play and the right to overcoming wrong. It is a sign of justice, and it gives strength and power. Justice, making sure that everyone is treated fairly and equally. If your cause is right, you will ultimately succeed. The challenge for each of us, even Woodstone, is to find a suitable goal for yourself. You may have a lack of direction or be unequipped for the task at hand, but with balance and with protection, we will win out in the end. So I'm going to, with that, conclude, and you have a wonderful and blessed time. And see you next time.